This week on Friday had a very special day. Mr. Rogers' Wear a Cardigan Day, or some people called it Kindness Day, which is a celebration of King Friday's birthday. And King Friday was a puppet on the Mr. Rogers show. Fred Rogers, who created King Friday, specifically chose his birthday to be on Friday the 13th because he knew that many children were afraid of that day. He decided that it would be important for his show to have something to celebrate on that day instead of just focus on the fear that Friday the 13th could bring some. So even when there were more than one Friday the 13th in a year, the show celebrated King Friday's birthday every one. Fred Rogers believed that fear was the most destructive or dangerous force in our society. So he worked very hard to speak honestly to people of all ages to help them understand things that might be scary. Many children at the time of his show were frightened of characters like the Incredible Hulk and the Wicked Witch of the West from The Wizard of Oz. So he intentionally had that actor and actress on the show and had them talk about what it was like acting, what they did to put on their makeup for their role, and walked his viewers through the reasons behind those characters so that hopefully they would understand them and not be so afraid. It is easy for us adults when bad things happen to tell kids or each other or even ourselves, "Don't worry, it's nothing." But Mr. Rogers was convinced that kids are too smart for that, so he thought it was important to talk about those things and then to find something positive in it together. Everyone struggles with feeling fearful sometimes. The Bible has many passages that talk about trusting God and helping us with fear. And the passages don't tell us that we can't be afraid or that it is bad to feel worried sometimes. Instead, the Bible shows us stories of people that had really frightening times, but that God was with them through it all. Instead of just being told about a really brave queen that all by herself confronted the king for her people, we have the story of Esther, who relied on her cousin Mordecai and had to have the king over a second time before she could gather her courage to confront him. Instead of just being in awe of the daring faith and abilities of King David, we also have accounts of the times that he wasn't brave or faithful, and still God cared for him and didn't leave him. Instead of the fantastical story of a prince being born of royal lineage in a perfect and safe environment, we have the story of Jesus being born in a barn that was not safe at all. In fact, as a corrupt ruler tried to trick others into endangering him. I think it's a lot like why we like Mr. Rogers so much. He didn't just tell us not to be scared of frightening characters or situations. He helped us see that yes, sometimes things are scary, and it's okay to feel that way. But here is the rest of the story you may not see. Bible stories show us not just the good, but also a lot of the hard parts for the people throughout history as well. They help move our focus just from what is scary to what God might be doing and how He helps us even in times of trouble. So as you find yourself in uncertain times, I hope that you can find ways to feel comfort and knowing it's okay to feel the way we do, even when it's confusing and frustrating. That we can trust, just like in the Bible, when even the best superheroes had hard times, we know that God will be with us. And maybe even to find a way to celebrate on hard days, like King Friday's birthday on Friday the 13th.